Hi guys, it's Alana here with 630. Today I'm going to give you some tips for biking on your college campus, so stay tuned. All right, today I'm going to give you some tips for biking on your college campus, but before I do that, just want to remind you to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Lots of tips, vlogs, DIYs, product releases. Don't miss out, hit subscribe. Okay, so I'm here on the Cal State University Monterey Bay campus to give you some tips for biking in college or to class in college. First of all, most universities or colleges will have a transportation department with a website that you can look up that will have tons of resources for you, including maps, free workshops, free giveaways, lots of fun stuff, especially for people that are biking. Definitely check your college campus's website to see what they have to offer you. Now, once you've looked up your transportation website, hopefully you have a map, you know where your classes are, where the bike racks are. Now you're going to want to get a lay of the land before it's actually time to go to class. So what you're going to want to do is take your bike out, go on your route that you would take to get to class, preferably on a day that's not too busy, so a weekend when you don't have to worry about pedestrians or any other obstacles like that. And just get an idea of how long it's going to take you to get to class, where you have to park your bike, how far the bike rack is from class, and whether or not it's even worth it to bike to class. Maybe there are no bike racks close to where your classes are going to be. So it's a good idea to do a test run before you even have class. And like I said, a good idea is to do it on the weekend so you don't have to worry about pedestrians. Now, once you've taken it for a test run, you know the route, you know how long it's going to take. Now I'm going to say add on about 10-15 minutes maybe to that time, because when it actually comes to the day of your class, there are going to be other people on campus and it's going to take you longer, and the last thing that you want to happen is to get to the bike rack and it's full of bikes, nowhere to lock your bike, and then you end up having to find another place to park your bike and you end up late to class. So definitely give yourself plenty of time for anything like that to happen. You don't want to be late to class, especially if it's your first week. So 15 minutes, maybe even more if you want to get one of the best seats in class. Add that on to your commute time. Leave early. If you are biking to class, then you are going to encounter pedestrians, and it's important to know how to navigate around pedestrians and what you can do to ensure your safety and their safety. One thing is to make sure that you are familiar with the correct hand signals for turning. And it's also a good idea to have a bell or a horn so that you can alert pedestrians if they are in your way and you don't have time to slow down, or just to let them know and so you don't startle anyone as you're approaching. I have two options. I have the bell and I have this little horn, which is fun too. If you don't have a bell or a horn, you can also say passing on your left or passing on your right, just to give people a heads up. And remember to take it slow. You don't want to get in any accidents. You don't want anyone else to get hurt. So take it slow, alert those around you, and give yourself enough time. Additionally, when it comes to safety, of course, you are going to want to wear a helmet. It might not be mandatory, especially if you're not on an electric bike, but it's always a good idea. And I personally try to always use a helmet, especially if I'm biking in a busy area. And a good idea is to get one that has something like this. This hole is so that you can loop your bike lock through. So when you lock your bike, your helmet can also be secured along with it. You don't have to worry about bringing it to class. Also, when it comes to safety, if you are planning on biking at night or if you have night classes, good idea is to purchase a light, something like this. I think under 20 bucks on Amazon. Oop. Lights up. I don't know if it's on. Yeah, there you go. One for the front and rear is a good idea. And you could also purchase a reflective vest just to add more safety for biking at night. Also, I know it's very tempting, and every time I've been on campus many years ago, pretty much I would say the majority of people are listening to music or have headphones on. And you might want to do the same while you're biking, but you probably shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't, but if you really must listen to music, I would say at least keep one earbud out so you can hear your surroundings and just know what's going on around you. It's definitely going to add a little more safety. Definitely recommend no earbuds, no headphones at all, but if you have to, only one. Now let's talk about securing your bike. First of all, as you can see, I have a lot of accessories here on my handlebars. I have the bell, the light, the cup holder, the basket. While it looks great, it might not be the best idea for you if you are biking to class because your bike's going to be outside all day. Some of these things can be easily stolen. So for example, the light, it's just attaches with this little rubber piece, something that someone could easily snatch. I would recommend, if you do want accessories, get things that are going to screw in, like the bell and this cruisy cup holder. These are a little more secure. You would need a screwdriver to remove them, so it's just going to add a little more friction to someone who's trying to steal your stuff. The basket is a great idea if you have a lot of stuff that you're bringing to class or you don't want to wear your backpack, but again, it could potentially be stolen, so I would say don't spend too much money on it. Another option is there are wire baskets that are also really sturdy, so a great option for a lot of books and things like that, and they're lift-off baskets. So if you're comfortable with that, you can lift it off and take it with you to class really easily. I would say the best option if you want to bring some sort of carrier on your bike is to get either a pannier or side bag that can also function as your book bag that you just take off every time you leave your bike. Now, that covers accessories. Locking your bike, you definitely want to keep it secure. Bikes get stolen on campus all the time, so I definitely recommend a U-lock, something like this one from Kryptonite. This one actually, I believe it comes with a warranty and it covers, it covers up to $1,750, so $1,750 if your bike is stolen while locked with this Kryptonite lock. This one doesn't have a cable, but I would recommend getting one with a cable, especially if you have a front release wheel like this bike, so that in addition to locking the frame, you can loop the cable through the front wheel, any other quick release items that you have, and of course through your helmet as well if you're leaving your helmet with your bike. You want to keep your bike secure. If you're traveling far from home, it's probably going to be difficult to get another bike, and you don't want to be stuck walking back with all of your gear. So keep it secure. It might be costly. I think a lock like this runs without the cable. This one was $60 or $70. I don't remember exactly. Definitely an investment and maybe the most expensive accessory you buy, but definitely worth it because it's cheaper than a bike, right? So those are my tips for biking on a college campus. Hopefully you found them helpful. Above all, please go to class. Most important, whether you're biking, walking, or driving, don't miss your classes. But thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, be sure to join our 630 Peddlers group. It's a great place to get more product recommendations, ask questions about your bike. If you don't have a bike yet, you can ask 630 owners about their bikes, find out which one is right for you. And don't forget to download the 630 pedaling app. Track all those rides, especially if you're biking to class every day. You're going to log a lot of miles. You'll make it on that leaderboard, and we give away a prize every week to someone on the leaderboard. So download the 630 pedaling app, available in the Android and Apple App Store. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.